Grizzlies. We're broadcasting from the FedEx Forum. This is Kevin Harlan here to call the action. With me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Hawes rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt. And for Memphis, Gay and Randolph make up the forwards. Mike Conley and Tony Allen at the 1 and 2. And it's Gasol and at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, you look at what I thought was a terrific breakthrough season for the Grizzlies a season ago. I mean, in Memphis, we've been seeing them for years now, bit by bit, making the FedEx Forum a tougher and tougher place to come and steal a win. And in the playoffs, I thought that crowd was as good as any we've seen in the league all year.
A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. Conley's got the first points up on the board here for the Grizzlies. Here's Meeks. He kicks to Hawes. Moving it around. Iguodala outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Meeks kicks to Brand. Shoots. Hits the 15-footer. Looking at the Grizzlies' home record last season, 30 up and 11 down, and that record has done nothing but improve for the last 5 seasons. They're an ascending ball club, Steve.
They are. A lot of talent, and I hope that great play, Kevin, will energize this Memphis fan base and continue to fill up the Forum the next few years, because this is a rising team in the Western Conference.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
A bit ago, Doug Collins and I were able to chat. There is one main concern for them, he said, and it's their opponent's abilities to change and alter and block shots. To counter this, they hope to spread the floor early by knocking down some perimeter shots and see if that frees up the middle. Kevin, can they make shots? That's the question.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
Well, one of the things you got to do here, Kevin, and Steve, you can't afford empty possessions against this team. You've got to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, that's for sure, Clark. You got to make them count, because you know you're not going to get a lot of open looks. So make sure you make the defense move the ball, try to get good looks, and make them pay.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the made shot from Zach Randolph.
Well, Drew Holiday came into the NBA after just 1 season at UCLA, but he's already a starting point guard. 6'4", very athletic, and a leader as well. I think he's got a bright future.
Gay against Iguodala. And Holiday kicks to Hawes. And there's the pass to Meeks. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Talking about Drew Holiday here, and he promises to be a terrific player, especially a special player at the defensive end of the floor.
Excellent size and quickness, and pretty strong, too. A wiry kind of strong is Drew Holiday. He can really give other guards problems. I think both guards can defend points and shooting guards. And that makes him extremely valuable. And I think he likes defense. Well, he's certainly going to have to like it playing for Doug Collins.
He better. You are right there. He better.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Conley for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Iguodala. They get it again. Good D by Gasol. Throws it from deep. Gay. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Here's Holiday.
Well, once Allen Iverson left Philadelphia several seasons ago, it seemed like the 76ers lost their identity. But this past season, they started to carve out a niche for themselves. They're a young, athletic team that defends, and they play hard together.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Drew Holiday and Evan Turner in the back. Iggy and Brand are at the forward spots, and it's Battie in at the 5 down low. And when you move out of an era like that, you talked about that, Steve, it does take time to find an identity. Clark, you've been through that as well, and you can certainly appreciate what the 76ers are going through.
Yeah, they certainly are building a nice identity, and they're basing it on toughness under head coach Doug Collins, Kevin. And That's impressive. They're definitely a team to keep an eye on. They're on an upswing, no doubt.
Now Brand following the miss by Michael Conley from deep.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go. Conley's got 15.
So tough to hit a 3 like that in transition. And one thing you hear out of Memphis is that Mike Conley has really stepped into more of a leadership role. He's been much more vocal in that point guard spot. And he had a great season last year when Memphis made it to the playoffs.
Iguodala, no good. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, Shane Battier is one of the most disciplined, grounded players in the league. He's now a veteran, and he started to think about what he'd like to do when he retires, saying, quote, "I've always thought about teaching a life skills class. There's so much common sense that kids never seem to learn these days, like how to balance a checkbook or look over an auto lease. Not the most lucrative endeavor, but Battier said, I'm not a very lavish person. It's never been about money and never will be. Guys, you gotta love it."
One of the NBA's true good guys. Good stuff there, Doris. Thank you.
And some of his former coaches say they think he could be president someday. I mean, that's his personality and intelligence. It sounds like wherever life takes him, he's looking to make a difference.
Here is Hawes after the made shot from Zach Randolph. All alone. Young's shot is off. And, you know, speaking of Mike Conley, developing as a leader, that's something you really need from that point guard position, don't you think, Clark?
Without question. And, you know, playing for a former point guard, Lionel Holland, certainly has had to help Mike Conley's development. But Mike's maturity, Mike Conley Jr.'s maturity, listening to him talk about his role and his responsibilities and seeing him handle the media in post-game interview situations speaks volumes to what... I tell you what, I bet that's the best assist we're going to see tonight.
Well, he laid it up there, Steve, a pass where only his teammate could get it.
Perfect timing. I mean, that's what you need to make that kind of a connection.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7.
Opportunity to go 2 for 1 here if they want it.
Steve, let's see if they go for it.
From the arc, shot no good.
Well, the defense backs off a little bit because he does not shoot the ball well from the three-point line.
The shot by Turner no good. Here's Arthur, and that one drops.
This team just looking to run at every opportunity.
Circles around them is what they're doing. I mean, pushing the tempo and really enjoying an advantage there.
Now here's Turner, looking for his first bucket of the game. From deep, and that's not going to go. And we've reached halftime in this one. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're one.
Hello and welcome to the HP Halftime Report.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Here's Holiday.
Guys, you look at how Philly did against the West last year, and they were able to hold their own against the toughest conference of the two.
Gay at the 3, and he's backed up by Randolph and Gasol inside. Mike Conley and Tony Allen at the 1 and 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And that one's good. Brand's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. Back to the 76ers. They have the tools to match up well with Western teams.
Well, they have a lot of speed and quickness on that roster, and that gives them the ability to guard wing players, to force turnovers, and to get out and run. So this is a team that has a lot of potential, Kevin.
Here's Allen. Oh! Oh, we've got a second. Let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that one. I'll tell you what, Tony Allen didn't play a whole lot early last season for Memphis, but once they started giving him consistent playing time, he really came through for them.
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. So Tony Allen, he's a great subject because of what he did with Memphis. Such a terrific defender. Some have said, in fact, some have written that he's, if not the best, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. So what do you think, Clark?
Well, I would certainly put him in the group because he can defend his guy no matter where that guy is on the floor. In transition, in the half court, he's strong, he's tough, he's quick, he's tenacious, and he relishes playing defense. And he's a pretty good help defender as well.
Yes,
on the ball, I think he's one of the elite defenders that we have. Off the ball, he's pretty good too. So he's certainly one of the top handful, I think, of perimeter defenders we have in the league.
Clark, I thought Allen and Sam Young were like a couple of bulldogs out there. I mean, just motors that would not stop.
They come at you. They come at you. Yeah, they want to get up in you and make you feel it.
They do. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, for Doug Collins, he is no stranger to the NBA, having spent almost 4 decades in the league. He's seen a lot of ups and downs and says, I've always felt that the measure of the man is really not how you deal with success, but how you handle those failures and where you go from that and how you grow. I don't know of a man that's ever walked back to his hotel and questioned himself after he's been successful. That's for sure, guys.
Thanks as always, Doris. Doug Collins certainly has seen it all in his time here.
Yeah, no question about that. 4 decades in this league. You know he's got a pretty good perspective on the roller coaster ride of the NBA.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for the Grizzlies. Holiday, the pass to Iguodala. Petit kicks to Meeks. Outside Holiday. 5 to shoot. From the corner. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
Well, you have to be impressed with the way the Grizzlies were able to transform themselves into a top 10 defensive team last season. They were near the bottom of the NBA the season before.
Holiday against Gay. Holiday dishes to Iguodala. Passes it to Petit. Over Gasol. The 76ers again can't hit it. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Randolph. Connects from three-point range. Randolph's got 7 points in the game. Steve, you're right. You know, when you look at the Grizzlies, their improvement on defense was terrific. They got, I call them these bulldogs. But Tony Allen and Sam Young played a pivotal role, I thought, Clark, and just the toughness quotient that they upped of what they did defensively last season.
Well, Tony Allen, Kevin, is one of the best defensive players in the league. I mean, he's right there in the top. Actually made one of the all-defensive teams in the league. I think he made 3rd team all-defense. And he might be the best perimeter defender in the league, particularly on the ball. He's got a commitment to defense and a toughness where you're not going to shake him. The guy's going to stay there and be in your chest. And I think that kind of sandpaper edge rubbed off on the whole team.
Well, that's a good point. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution. So as we get rolling here in the 4th, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for the Sprite Spark Report. Doris?
Kevin, it's the Grizzlies picking up the Sprite Spark for the stretch they put together. It seems they went into the locker room and came out with some answers because their defense has been airtight in this last half. The whole atmosphere of the game changed with their lockdown defense. Let's see if it continues.
Thanks, Doris. Clark, it was a scoring run that proved extremely important.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what? I think that's exactly when they grabbed this one by the throat, really seized control of it.
And you could see their energy just building as the game went on. And by the end of that run, they really took control of everything.
So with Iguodala sitting on the bench, this is who Doug Collins has out. You've got Holiday, Young out there with Elton Brand. Then there's Lewis Williams, and it's Turner in at the 3 slot. Williams' shot is good.
Yeah, they are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
Right side Holiday. Outside Williams. From 20 feet out. Gets it to go.
Good team play there. You move the ball until you find the right shot for the right person.
They're a well-oiled machine, Steve. I mean, working extremely well as a cohesive unit. Every pass delivered on time and on target. A lot of ball movement and player movement. It's a thing of beauty.
It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, nada. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked in to try and outscore each other.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Haddadi's checked in, and Leon Poe has subbed in for Jarrell Arthur. Then for the 76ers, Spates checked in for Brand. Iguodala comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Jody Meeks in for Drew Holiday. Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 13. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Doug Collins was saying to the team. He said, we didn't come this far to back down now. This is when we have to battle the hardest. Summon every ounce of energy you have and play your best basketball. Let's see how it works, guys.
Shots good by Williams.
Looks like they're finally starting to wake up here, guys, but they're going to have to continue this run to get back in it.
Yeah, they really hurt themselves early on, and you hope now it's not too little too late.
A three ball. No good. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Got a piece of it. Iguodala with the steal. Spates with a screen on Mayo. Here's Williams. He dishes it to Meeks. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. Looks like it's over. Double-digit margin, clock running down. Just take care of the ball now.
Yep, it's a simple equation. This one's over. Use the clock and take care of the orange.
Myers from 14, and Spates gets it to go.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Boy, that's a wonderful read and react play to pick that pass off.
Nice little run here, but it may be too little too late.
Yeah, I agree. Just not enough time, Steve. The clock is their enemy, not their friend.
Vasquez can't get it to go. Here's Meeks. Takes it up, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Launches it. No good. Here's Battier. Misses. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.